you find you're having to take your trust in the Lord to a whole new level? Well, be encouraged, because the Lord is giving you a concrete sign that He's moving you forward in your spiritual life. Let's face it, we're living during an incredible time in history. The entire world is in turmoil, many of us now in the grip of fear, anxiety, or depression. Every aspect of our lives in some way and to some degree are being impacted by these global events. Nature itself is in turmoil. Natural disasters are occurring in far greater numbers and with much greater intensity than ever before. But we don't need to focus on the chaos and turmoil. Far better to focus on one of the most significant consequences of it, our need for a greater level of trust in the Lord. That's certainly the case for Linda and me. You may have noticed that this isn't our usual setting. Recently, unexpected events required us to move very quickly, in a matter of weeks, meaning that we had some very concrete and immediate needs to surrender to the Lord, and we had to trust that He'd take care of everything, that He'd take care of us. I tell you, the Surrender Novena we've told you about is far more than just another devotion. We know from experience that it's a powerful and very practical spiritual weapon. So, we surrendered all those needs, put our trust in the Lord, and asked Him to take care of everything, and sure enough, He did. The Lord has provided us with quite a remarkable interim solution. But our need to trust is far from over. Most of our belongings are now in storage, and we have a limited timeline to find and purchase a home. But the housing market has been impacted as well, so we need to keep exercising considerable trust that the Lord will provide us with a new home. Many of you know that almost 30 years ago, the Lord led both Linda and I to leave our teaching careers to serve Him. We've been trusting in divine providence ever since, so we do have a lot of practice, but the Lord is constantly raising the bar. Trust, more and greater trust. You must have circumstances and needs that require trust. Don't you find it's becoming a little more challenging to do so? Well, be encouraged. That's a really good sign. Developing and increasing our level of trust is indispensable to spiritual growth and moving forward on the road to holiness. So the fact that you need to exercise greater trust now than you have in the past is a sign of your spiritual growth. It may not appear so, but despite what most of the planet might think, God is still in charge of world events, and He's using these circumstances for your greater good and to mature your spiritual life. The longer we're in this global trial, the greater the darkness grows, the more those around you will need a light to witness to God's goodness and faithfulness. That's not only one of the reasons we're called to holiness, but also one of the beautiful fruits of advancing towards it. Your trust and confidence in the midst of this turmoil can have an eternal impact on the lives of those in your sphere of influence. That's no small grace. So be encouraged, rejoice, and give thanks, and keep on surrendering and trusting.